Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and welcome to Contest of Speed Tier 3. We are at Abu Dhabi for round 13 of the championship. As always, my name is Matt. Usually I'm co-commentating, but unfortunately Danny has had to go for some family issue that he has to deal with, so that is fair enough. So it's just me, just by myself in the commentaries box. I apologise to all the tier 3 guys for the technical difficulties trying to log into Twitch. I did not have the logins, so we had to kind of make do with what was best. So we're here, it looks dry, fortunately, and let's get qualifying underway. First on the track is going to be probably it is Rencoin. And for the first time in a long time, we have got a full grid this evening. 20 drivers out on track, so there's hopefully going to be plenty of overtaking. So let's do some housekeeping while we are watching Remconning on screen. So in Tier 3, penalties came out on Sunday as they normally do, and I think it was a relatively quiet week. Probably go and see it now, and it probably wasn't. Just having a quick look. So Remconing is our first driver out on track. I'm sorry for all the flicking, but you're just going to have to bear with me. Penalties last week, there was 8 seconds. Pure Blade, you lucky little individual, got 8 seconds removed from his time, which promoted him from 9th. So that means he definitely scored points for the first time this season, last week. And Connell got 1 penalty point for pressing X, you naughty boy. So that is basically all the housekeeping. So we'll watch Remcon, he's doing the first flying lap of the session around Abu Dhabi. 21 corners around this circuit. We have got 2 lovely DRS activation points where we're looking to see probably a lot of overtakes in these areas. So it's down this main straight to start off with, as drivers will be maxing out over 200 miles an hour before they've got to slow down, brake really hard, flick it into the left and into the right of the one of 2 chicanes before running down into the next DRS zone to the pits at the back of the circuit, into the quite twisty and technical sector 3, this little chicane section, then followed by 90-degree turns. That's the first of them, into this sweeping triple right-hander before a very tricky braking zone off camber. Another 90-degree there into 2 90-degree lefts. Fairly clean so far, looks like he still kept the lap validated. And Remconing comes around the final corner to complete his lap, and it's going to be 1:35.6. That will probably be beaten by Sygate. There you go, straight away. Oh, we've got Tichy is off. No, Tichy on the hard tyre. Let's look at the tyres these guys are running, mostly on the soft. It's probably going to be a 1 or 2 stop strategy depending on how you look at it. So let's go on to Rosa. Find him. There he is. Rosa is currently I'll have to check this. I think he's still currently leading the standings in the Drivers' Championship after 12 rounds. Looking to get a time on the board early. Not leaving it too late like some drivers have done over the past few weeks. No, Chris, it isn't Tezza Muzza. It's a different Muzza. I know which one you're thinking of. It's a different Muzza. Rosa's still pushing as Thomas goes to a 34.6. That is a good time to beat. That is kind of where we're expecting them. And Rosa does a 34.8 in response. Let's go to Stumpy. Stumpy, interesting, going for the hards. So he's probably one of the guys that are looking to go to a hard to soft or hard to medium strategy. Stumpy, make sure you don't run too wide through that corner. That has been done many times this week, I've seen. Also a little bit scrappy. Comes across the line 37.2. Touch slow, I would say, on the hard tyre. But what do I know? Let's go on board with Kelstersvag, who raced last week. I believe that was their first race. Oh, and has already backed out, so that could be an invalidation. Let's go to see who else is on a lap at the moment. Nope, Steve tried again, that didn't work. Well, Millsy's off at sector 3 trying to get out of the way. Someone's going to be starting a lap soon. My guess would be, let's go with Cookie. Let's put the pressure on the man. Man on form. In tier 3, he's picked up 3 podiums in the last 3 weeks. 2 of those being victories. Very much on the charge. One of these guys are probably going to go up at the end of the season. After we have our little season reshuffle. Because we've got a short season 5 coming up, which is going to be very exciting. Because we've not quite decided what we're going to do. So Cookie going on the medium tyres, which will actually really open it up his strategy if you can have a good time on them. Maybe let's go to medium, soft, medium. Or medium, medium, soft, depending on what variation he's going to decide to do. It also leaves the one stop open to medium hard or even medium soft, depending which he's feeling, if he's going to be brave enough. Been setting times around the 34s, the low 34s I believe on the soft, so the mediums he should be around the 34.7, 34.8, so probably where Rosa is. His teammate. And Cookie comes through the last corner fairly clean this lap, drives to the line, and it's a 34.6. Wow, that's a statement of intent early on. That is, yeah, I don't think I could even do that on the soft tyre, so don't know, Chris, I could give you that answer. Roland's not here, Thomas isn't here, and Ricky's racing in tier 3 on the wheel. That's been the big change. Ricky has come back to contest the speed and he's racing on the wheel. As this is a horrendous camera angle. Let's try this one. Plays through the last corner, a little bit twitchy. No ERS left. Drives to the line. 36.7. Not too shabby. I've seen a lot worse. Forza Fredo. About to finish his lap. He's on the soft tyre, so looking to try and get one of those top 10 spots in nice and early. As he drives the line 35.9, so gets that 10th spot. So at the moment, not in the most ideal of positions. Let's go on board with Ricky, see if Ricky's doing anything. Ricky's out again, but that looks to be another lap on the softs if he's used that much ERS already. Quick jump to Muzzer, who's got a rating. Looks like who's he got behind him? Conal? Yeah, Conal behind him. Well, both on a lap to be fair, so this is the problem. As Muzzer gets past. Be interesting to see what times these two both set. So they seem to infringe each other. Or maybe it's a tow, because I believe they're in a park together. Excuse me. Muzzer says at 37.6. Yeah, we'd be going back out on mediums, definitely, for sure. As Ricky has seemed to have a crash. That's not good. Front wing has gone, so in he comes. So the only person that hasn't set a lap time yet is Kelstersvag, or hasn't had a go, at least. So just over 6 minutes to go in this session. Cookie currently leading at the top on the medium tyres, you can see on the graphic. Oh, Roz has just pipped into pole, there we go. Have some of that. So Roza improves quite a bit there, 3/10 from his last lap, so well done to Roza. Yes, Blades, you are more than welcome. Wouldn't mind a helping hand. Be the first time I've done it by myself, actually. Since I've been doing it, nearly almost a year, blimey. As Kelstersvag finishes their lap and goes across the line of 36.1. Not bad time on the mediums, to be fair, and probably in a perfect position, sitting in 12th. Free choice of tyre. Let's see who is currently out on a lap. I think Stumpy's just done one. Yep, looks like it. Justin's not improving. Thomas is marginally up in his time and goes to pole. Good final sector from Thomas. There puts actually quite a considerable gap between himself and Roza. So the three championship protagonists are in the top three. So speaking of the championship, as people are so interested in it, we have Thomas currently sitting in first on 168 points, then it's Roza on 162, then it's Cookie on 151. So it's as it is in the championship, is as it is you see on your screen. Let's see if we've got anyone else on a lap. Justin, let's have a look at Justin. No, Justin's come in. Of course he has. Millsy's slightly up in the first sector. A ever-present in the Tier 3 series since it's begun. It's now the, well, technically third season of Tier 3. We did a half season to start off with back in season 2 of Contest of Speed, and we're now in season 4. So some of these guys have nearly racked up over 40 races already. I think Millsy would be pretty close to that. Massive improvements through sector 2. Let's hope he hasn't invalidated it so far. Doesn't look like it. All runs wide though through turn 14. Into the double right hander, and he's eased off. Yep, he's invalidated that lap. We move on to Steve. No, we won't, because Steve's just improved up to 13th on the mediums. So anyone else on that? Let's look at Tichy. See if the Tichy's up. He's gone onto the soft tyre, as you can see on your picture. It says he's currently on the mediums. That's his best time he's set. Oh, now I've just gone off Tichy. That was clever. So Tichy was already 4 attempts up through the first sector. He's now 3/4 of a second up in the middle sector. That is going to put him towards where his teammate Stumpy is at the moment. That's currently 6th position, so hopefully he's going to try and slot in and around Sidegate. That would be a good starting position for the one half of Team Stumpy. All runs a bit wide though through turn 18 and 19. Doesn't clip the wallows through there, flicks it through turn 20 and through the last corner. Trying to get good traction out of that last corner, power to the line, and he does a 1:35.3, so lost a little bit of time in the last sector. So there is time to find. It says 1:45 to go on the clock, but that is probably going to be 45 seconds more, so he may have a chance to get another. No, he won't. That'll be it. That'll be his qualifying over. We got a yellow flag sector 1 and 2, but I'm going to stay on board with Raycon, who's gone into the pits. That was annoying. Let's see if Sidegate's doing anything. We haven't seen him yet, so we're going to go on board with Sidegate. As he tries to use the tow from the Alfa Romeo in front of him to try and get that extra little bit of speed he needs. Slipstream around here could be worth a couple attempts. Sidegate comes to sector 3, so he's a 1/4 of a second up, so he's improving. He's going to be in the 49s, not 49s, in the 34s at this point. He's going to be there or thereabouts, probably looking to get into 4th place ahead of Remconin, but behind Cookie. I will stay on board with him still. Oh no, he's hit the outside of turn 19. I've seen it so many times this week. Gets slightly offline and that's it, into the Baron's. Blades is retired as well. Hopefully that is in the pits. We'll find out hopefully later on. Rosa is marginal on his time, so he's not really made much improvements. Oh, he's gone wide. That could be an invalidation. He's still going to try as hard as he can. Powers up to the line, wide again. Marginal improvement, still only 2nd. Meanwhile, Cookie, he's the one we're looking at. The championship protagonist. He's in 3rd place in the championship, 3rd place on track. He's gone on the soft tyre, so he's been forced his hand, I think, a little bit. Yeah, nearly a year of commentary. 50 races though, not bad. You're the one that got me involved, Chris, so thank you very much. Cookie is... So Cookie's going to be on pole. If he keeps it tidy, he should be on pole with that time difference he's gained. Forza Fredo sets a good lap into 4th place. That is very much respectable with the big boys. Justin's in 6th, Remco in 5th and Stumpy's 7th. Stay on board with Cookie. Oh, brushes the wall. The Armco barrier seems to have come out there. Flicks into the right hander and across the line. And does a 1:34.1. Blimey. Well done, that man. So we pretty much hit. Just Rosa to go. And Rosa's backed out. Is that last? Because Ricky's also stuck it in turn 19. So those guys pushing for the extra lap time have succumbed to the outside of turn 19, and that's it. That went quick. Qualifying is over. So there'll be a few guys happy with those performances. I think Fredo will be very happy with his performance. That is probably one of the best qualifyings he's had in a long time. And then the usual candidates: Remconin, Rosa, Thomas, Cookie, Justin, starting to show a bit of what we saw towards the end of the last season. Hopefully that pace is coming back. He was near the front as well. And then Stumpy, Sygate, Tichy and Kavi round out the top 10. It's alright, Blades, I trust you. I knew it was in the pits. So, Cookie, Thomas, Rosa, Fredo, Remcon, Justin, Stumpy, Sygate, Tichy and KV top 10. So, Raycon, Blades, Colonel, Steve, Ricky, Kelstasvarg, Muzza, Dan Hilton, Timo and Millsy round are your qualifiers. Everyone's set a time, which is a good sign. Some people try different strategies, which actually could help them towards the end of the race. Who knows? That's what we got to find out. I presume it's a dry race, as it's Abu Dhabi, but you never know. I may have accidentally set it to heavy rain earlier on, and no one noticed before, about 2 minutes before we started. Just wanted to keep them on their toes. Now, who is going to press the button? Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Who wants it? Guys that are currently in the chat, can you put your top 3 finishers? So who are we going to see on the podium? I also want to know the number of DNFs as well that are going to be... Oh, it's Dan Hilton of all people. Now I didn't expect that. Another ever present. Him and Millsy have probably done the most races in Tier 3 since it started. Well, everyone's not ready. Here we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to broadcast. So let's have a look at the tyre strategies that we have got. So everyone's pretty much stayed on the same tyre they qualified on. So as you were in the top 10, because obviously they've got to stay on that tyre, or they would be cheating. Then we've got Raycon and Blades, who I think qualified also on softs, just stayed on soft. Colonel and Steve have gone with the mediums. Ricky, Muzza, Dan Hilton and Timo have gone with the softs, and then it's Kelstasvarg and the Millsy that have also gone on the mediums. So everyone's pretty much gone on the same strategy. However, that doesn't necessarily it's going to be a 1 stop or a 2 stop. So we won't know until they pit. So 2 stop will probably be around lap 5, and probably they will go for a soft medium at this rate, depending on how many soft sets of tyres they used in qualifying. And if they're going for the soft hards can also probably make it from about lap 5 onwards as well. So it's going to be very interesting. Unlike my other tracks, I think if you do the 2 stop, it's a little bit easier to pass around here. I say that because of the DRS zones, but even then I'm not 100% convinced. And hopefully the guys out front, if they do the 2 stop, won't fall into traffic, but we want to see their driving skill and overtaking ability if it ever comes to it. So we're pretty much gone around the formation lap, a nice little quick formation lap from Cookie. We're just waiting for the back runners of Millsy, Timo and Dan Hilton to join us. Three, four, and the 5 lights. We wait for the glitch as we always do every single week. And away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix Contest of Speed Tier 3. And it's a good start from Cookie. Top Rosa has lost the place to Fredo because he got squeezed out by Thomas. He's trying to hang it in there. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is it? It's Pure Blades and Muzza. And Conal may have been caught up in that as well. So disastrous start for those guys. Cookie has held his lead. Fredo's got the jump. Brent, Cobbin and Justin. Oh, and there's a... Oh, Rosa round. Rosa is round. Oh, that's a disastrous start for Rosa. He's lost the place on the grid and he's falling down to 18th. This is not gone well. So we're looking for Fredo. Fredo on the back of Thomas, thinking about the move. Not yet. Meanwhile, at the back, we've got some incredible driving, and Stumpy's gone down the inside of KB. There's more yellow flags, more carnage. It's Tier 3. What do you expect? It's like this every week. Gives us plenty of excitement. Yes, Chris, Danny isn't here this evening, unfortunately, so it's just me by myself. So I will do the best I can and keep you guys up to date with all the on-track battles. As we look further down, Dan Hilton's up to 14th already. Look at the guys, the big movers. Rosa obviously down. Blades has got a time period for cutting the corner. What a surprise. Raycon is also round. Oh my word, just kind of left, right, centre. Cookie is checked out up front. You know, Rosa's not there. Neither is Thomas by the looks of things. So as you see, the big loser was Rosa. Rosa's down to 13, down 13 places. Timo is up 2, Raycon down 7, and Pure Blade's down 8. Big movers up the field were Steve, Millsy and Dan Hilton. So good start for those guys. Muzza has retired from the session. Oh, because he's hit the outside of turn 19. Claimed a few victims in qualifying and it has continued to do so. Conal is down a couple of places. I think for Dan Hilton, an outrageous move around the outside. More yellow flags into sector 1 and 2. It's absolute carnage. Meanwhile, I'm going to go to the battle up front. I apologise for the flicking. It's Forza Fredo on the back of Thomas. Apparently he's only a 10th behind him, but he looks a little bit further than that. And Dan Hilton's dropped 2 places. He's lost. Oh, he's got front wing damage. Oh, and Millsy's nearly run into the back of him as well. That would have been disastrous. Those who collided a week ago. And Rencoming has lost a couple of positions. Let's go on board. That's because he's caught up with Justin, which has allowed Fredo, Sygate, Stumpy, KV and Steve all the way through. These two are just dropping places, hand over fist. They're still dropping places. Oh, and both had good qualifying positions, and what this means is just helping out the guys in front, hand over fist. Cookie's saying thank you very much, and so is Thomas probably as well. So those two have gone away. Then we've got the battle of Fredo, Sygate, Stumpy, KV, Steve and Titchy. That is from 3rd downwards. And Rencoming's in the pits. And 5 seconds as well. Ricky's got past Kelsterflag. That is probably round the outside of turn, or the inside of turn 3, because you can probably get out of shape there. You've got to be careful with those tyres, especially that corner as well. Ricky knows he's got to make up places. Up 6, there we go. He's on the charge. Ricky, are you sure you're not on the pad? Kelsterflag has come back through. Whereas, I don't know if Ricky let the Renault through, but he's got no straight line speed. Go deep on the brakes. Connell's there as well. Looking to go around the outside. Great move. Now Roz is there as well. Here we go. Ricky's nearly lost 3 places in a corner. Meanwhile, Forza Fredo and Cygate battling side by side. Still go through side by side through the chicane. Don't want to go too wide there, lose so much time. As Stumpy looks like Stumpy's got a good drive. Oh, goes around the outside. Oh, surely not twice. Cavey's gone around the outside of Fredo. Has Fredo got damage? Let's have a look. The 2 Ferraris still battling away. Here we go, side by side. Fredo's lost even more places. Now to Steve. He doesn't look like he's got any damage. That is a shocking sector for Fredo. Didn't catch the incident. Ricky's picked up a penalty. He's the first one in terms of corner cuts on the naughty step. Meanwhile, Cookie and Thomas are checked out front. They don't want to be a part of this. They have gone. Steve on the mediums has made a great start, up to 6th on an alternative strategy to everyone else. Raycon came in and put on the hards and Remconning on the mediums. So Raycon's going to try and go to the end. Remconning is going to probably 2-stop, go for the mediums again at some point. Cookie, slow down. Otherwise you're not going to get any footage, any race time. You always complain about it. So the guys on the alternate strategy have done okay. Kurtzsvarg up to 7th, up 7 places even, and Connell was up a couple of places. So these medium runners are going to go fairly deep into the race, probably 10 or 11 laps at least. On those tyres, Remconning has gone down the inside of, oh no, got him on the straight. Just superior power. Let's go to the battle for 3rd place as it is heating up. It is now the Cygate train, and is Cygate potentially just holding a gap for Thomas? Because he's doing a good job. 7.7 seconds. He's got a train behind him, so he may have gone for the well, that's more than a train, that's some kind of locomotive super train. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's find out, shall we? 2-spell, we'll go on board. Actually no, I'm not going to go on board because Tichy's down to 9th. That's because he spun around, cuts the Svarg, and Steve I think got involved, which means the train continues. As Conal gets past Tichy, will Tichy look to go down the inside of the Haas driver? Seems to be a little bit of lag. Stumpy and Cygate. Okay, I think has done the switch back there. Here we go. Cygate defends to the middle. Cavey looks to go around the outside. We've got a perfect view of this via Stumpy. Thank you, Stumpy. And Cygate just about hangs on, but he's just losing like a second and a half every time we have yellows in sector 1, and that's because Blaze is round turn 3. It's kind of suspected that is a corner that could catch people up later on the race with tyres which are slightly more worn. Let's go back to Stumpy. Stumpy has got past Fredo? No, Stumpy has got... No, Stumpy hasn't got damage. Right, and here we go, the train. Everyone's in. Forza Fredo doesn't slow down quick enough. Thomas is also in. So will that force Cookie to then pit afterwards? Who knows? Trying to force his hand a little bit, put a bit of pressure on the McLaren driver. Loads of people in the pits. Let's see what happens afterwards. So we've got Conal still out there on the mediums, holding Tichy up. Yellow flag sector. That looks like it's going to be Timo. Yeah, Timo's gone for a little spin as well. and he still is spinning round. Probably needs to move. I know why he's waiting. So Cookie probably got a pit stop window potentially. Have to see how Thomas gets on, but Thomas seems to be losing time to the Renault in front of him. Justin's gone past Ricky, who is now going to lose a place to Stargate, as that is an awful camber angle. So Ricky seems not to have a setup designed for the straight line speed nature of this track. Stargate goes past Justin into turn 11, gives him a little bit of a shove afterwards, and Tichy is currently sitting in P3 nicely. This is the Tichy train. Steve Colonel's in. Why would you be in on mediums? That is incredibly early. Just hold on for 2 seconds, guys. Apologies. And we're back. So Cookie stays out again. And then we've got KV Steve, who is under pressure from Rosa, surprisingly. I've been joined by a certain fellow Haas driver.
Hello.
We won't talk about it, shall we? We'll move on.
No, let's just go.
Yeah. It's alright. Yeah, there's so much going on, I can't keep up with it. By myself.
Yeah, it's mental.
It is absolute manic.
It's been madness.
Oh,
Steve
gives,
third now.
It gives Rosa a little bit of shove as well. Rosa was trying to squeeze his way past. You don't want to be going 2 by 2 through there.
And might I say, I don't know what my teammates playing pitting this lap.
I don't understand the thought process behind that. And he's gone on the hards. Why? You might as well just started on the softs and then gone to the hards. Anyway, Cookie's in.
Have free choice, yeah. Cookie's in, obviously reacting to Thomas.
Yeah.
Didn't want to come in too early.
Thomas is not really cut into him.
It's looking like Cookie's going to get ahead of Thomas here.
Oh, easy.
And if he does, this is massive.
It's not even close. It's not
just
going to be in the same.
Noise as Cookie came through the tunnel there. And he's back out into the lead. And Thomas gets a time penalty for his troubles. So,
yeah,
not the best of starts to the second stint.
So KV's going to come out. Is he going to still be in front of Tichy? It's going to be close. Tichy's oh, Millsy's retired on the outside of turn 2. That was right in front of KV. I was on board with KV. KV probably needs some new underwear.
Yeah, KV will need some new overalls there.
Jeez, that was
Thomas
very
gets past
close.
Steve, an easy move to make on fresher tyres.
Yeah.
Down the DRS straight and now.
I don't know about
Cookie.
you. Go on.
Yep, go on.
Board with Ricky, because Ricky's so slow in a straight line. I feel. I think he's got like his setup's just not suited for this track.
Yeah.
Because people have just gone past him.
Or he might have a default setup on. You never know.
You never know. I'm going to head back with Saigo. So Tichy and Saigo have gone to another set of softs. Interestingly enough.
I was actually talking to these lads about the strategy. Tichy said he was doing 2 soft stints. So
really?
That was to be expected. Mozza, if he was carrying on, was going to do 2 soft stints.
Okay, that does surprise me. Fredo's past Ricky. So Fredo's lost a lot of ground from where he started off from. Got up to don't forget, Fredo was up to 3rd at one point. People stopped, so the only person that's really out of position is Steve at the moment. So Fredo's lost a lot of ground. Thomas pumps in a new fastest lap of the race. I
have no doubt that Cookie will be challenging that with his newer tyres, certainly if he gets a chance.
And the gap between them has come down, but that's what oh, Tichy! There we go. It's going to be a lot of trading. Go on, mate.
Yeah, Cookie was going to do 2 soft stints as well, I believe. I think he's doing soft, medium, soft. So this could be interesting towards the end.
I think no matter what tire you start, if you start on the softs or the mediums, I think you can do pretty much everything. You know, it's quite a track where strategy is quite open. There's no real one set thing. So we're just going to see a lot of weird and wonderful things go on as the Stumpy train continues. Oh, Stumpy caving Titch here, so this is going to get a bit spicy. Are they all in the party together, Blades?
They are all in the party. Stop! No, KV's not there. Actually.
Oh, is he not?
KV, I believe, is with Freda.
It's going to get a little bit tasty, this one. It's going to get tasty, baby. I can't say it properly because, yeah. Twitch sub otherwise. Can't afford it.
My spidey senses tell me this is gonna get tasty, baby.
Yeah. So, okay, these guys on the softs then, Blades.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. When are they going to come in? What would be your?
I reckon. Well, my strategy was, if I'd stayed in, obviously, it would have been with Justin.
Oh wow! Do you know what? The exit turn 19 claims another victim. I'm surprised surprised that is not a safety car because of where it is.
Is that in the middle of the track? It's a VSC.
It's a VSC.
VSC is out.
And Sygate's coming.
The Stricken ran out, and this is perfect for Sygate. He's gone on to medium.
He's got front. Well, you're not going to make it from. So he's going to have to stop again.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's now 2 stops, surely. Yeah, 2 stops in 10 laps, and he's going to have to stop again.
Maybe he just didn't have the time to change it.
Yeah, I think he had front wing damage because he changed his front wing as well.
Yeah.
So let's see where it is. So KV's still on the back of Stumpy. We are now green again.
And KV's got a lightning restart from the VSC right alongside.
Yeah, Titchy dropped off the back of them a bit actually.
And KV's going to have him here. KV's got DRS, Stumpy's got absolutely nothing to defend.
Superior drive. Whoa, weaving Bliss Bay and that. Oh, he's gone down the outside. So
he's going.
So Stumpy's just going to hang it in there, surely.
That'll be a penalty for Stumpy, yeah. Oh, what a move, KV. What a move.
Doesn't matter, picked up 3 seconds anyway. Oh, I got the worst camera angle through that corner going. And then Titchy's gone past Stumpy. No surprise. So, can KV eat into the gap that has been created in front of him? Thomas picks up another 3 seconds. That's 6 seconds already. Steve is in, by the way. So KV's going to go up to 3rd, which
it's
means
looking like another set of mediums for the Red Bull.
So that means KV's gone up 7 places from where he started, and he stopped.
It's been a great drive from KV so far.
It has.
As I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted by
Justin's spectacular crash.
Justin binning it on the outside of turn 19, which it seemed to be turn 4 that was collecting everyone last season.
Yeah, so
turn 19.
Yeah, turn 4. I think I was calling it turn 3. Yeah, turn 4. Claiming many a victim. Let's see if Rosa can close on the back of Ricky. Look at that, just the straight line speed Rosa's got.
The soft runners at the minute are going to want to come in.
He's closing, he's closing. That was fairly simple.
And I'm not sure what's happening to Ricky, because he just looks like he's got no drive at all. He
was topping out 194 and everyone else is doing 200. It's like he's losing at least 3 or 4 miles an hour down the straight.
He's going to come back at Rosa. He's come back at Rosa.
Oh, this is
the outside.
Great move from Ricky, showing his
brilliant racecraft from Rosa as well, might I add.
Ricky just showing his class there. Just a little bit. Rosa seems to have got damage. Rosa's got damage. Blades, right hand side.
I thought I saw something when Ricky was passing him. I had the useless front wing cam on Ricky's car. And I thought I saw a bit of damage. Oh,
Ricky nearly sticks in.
Very close to the wall.
Wouldn't have been the first stop. Oh, Rosa then cuts him off for the time being. Oh, if Ricky gets 3 seconds. Oh, Steve makes the opportunistic move and goes down the inside in the last
Ricky's
corner.
Lost it a bit. Ricky lost it a bit coming out of that last corner.
Wow, 2 places and 2 corners. Livid.
I'll say Tichy, who's the only man left out there on the softs, all want to be coming in within the next 3 laps.
Yeah.
My strategy would have been, because I don't know what the game was thinking, but it had offered me 11 laps on fresh softs, and then on to mediums for 16 laps.
Yeah, the soft and medium 1 stop is actually, it's supposed to be 4 seconds slower than the 2 stop, but
I didn't know the timings for the 2 stops.
So I won't see anyone do that. I'm going to quickly jump on board with Steve just in case we miss anything. He's going to need to get a good exit. Oh, it's gone a little bit deep. Should be okay though.
Still got DRS.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe a little bit too far behind Rosa.
Yeah, mate, you should have turned your message notifications off.
Yeah, I know. Well, doesn't matter.
Too late now.
Too late now.
Interrupt the stream again.
I was getting absolutely annoyed by everyone else just spamming the tier 3 chat saying start. Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if you mentioned it, but Dan had to rush off.
Yes.
So you're stuck with us tonight.
Yeah. I had no Twitch login, so it's just like I can't do anything.
Yeah, it's understandable. I must say you're doing a good job for your first time leading.
First time by myself. I've led before.
Oh, you've led before. Sorry,
yeah,
you were doing a good job for the first time by yourself.
I think I've done it with Dave, and I've done it with Dabclan.
Oh, brilliant! We don't mention that name now. So it looks like Titchy's tyres are starting to fall off.
Yeah,
you can see the graining a bit on the fronts.
Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Oh yeah, that left front's looking a little bit angry. Yeah, you can see those darker lines now developing on those tyres. They're going to be a bit hot.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Tichy come in.
No.
Maybe next lap.
I'm going to quickly go on board with Steve. Steve's going to get past Rosa here. Rosa's not even going to fight it.
Maybe he wants the DRS because he feels he can get moved on into this, what I can only describe as a triple chicane. It's the Singapore sling clone.
Or I'd say it's a very twisty and turny section. There you go, that's my description.
Professional analysis.
Yeah. Raidcon past Dan Hilton, that's not surprising because of perhaps the pace difference in qualifying. That's no disrespect to Dan Hilton, but that's where they both are at the moment. As Cygate and Conal. I think Cygate's just got past Conal. I thought we just missed that. Dan Hilton, though, says otherwise. Oh, around the outside. Oh, bingo bango.
Brilliant from Dan Hilton.
What was I talking about? He's got the speed. Now he's got his new hand fixed and all that. I told you about this.
Dan Hilton, we can officially confirm, is racing with a metal hand.
Basically,
doing all the inputs for him.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's got past Raycon. Wow. So Tichy's still not in. Roz is in for the hards. That was what you expected, or do you think he would probably hang out and try and stay on the mediums there?
I would have, if I was Rosa, I would have definitely tried to stay with the mediums. I think he didn't look to be struggling too much with the wing damage.
Oh, he's come out. But he's come out in this battle. It's going to get tasty. Oh, out in front of Raycon just.
He's done well to get out in front of Raycon there. An immense in-lap from Rosa. And hopefully, he'll be looking to get past Dan Hilton there, and he should with ease. Yeah, he speeds past the Williams. And Raycon's going to try it as well, I think, into this chicane. No, he stays behind, braking well early for that corner.
Oh, give me the other angle.
Driving a cautious race.
So
there's the Red Bull.
Yeah, Rosa's going to go to the end, so ideally he's going to probably finish a net. Well, after everyone pits, he could be a net 6th, maybe.
That won't be too bad for Rosa, but he would have certainly been looking to finish higher than that.
Wouldn't be horrendous. Can you just turn down the stream in...
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, I can hear it just coming from... I can hear myself twice. I hate hearing myself as it is.
I have to leave it on with a little bit of sound, because I don't count as a viewer otherwise.
Oh, true.
Fact.
There you go. Speaking of viewers, we're on 28. That's not too shabby. Oh, Raycon has gone past Dan Hilton. Dan Hilton
went well wide round that second to last corner.
He tried He would probably try the IndyCar line round Cota.
Oh,
that's
definitely
pretty much
the
what it was.
IndyCar line, yeah. It was. Rosa on the curve, that was dangerous. Around turn 4.
Let's see. Out front. Tichy's not going anywhere. No real battles in Tier 3. We've come to a lull. Unheard of.
I know, it's unbelievable. Closest is going to be Stumpy to Tichy, but then that's just going to disappear.
We're kind of waiting for the next round of pit stops, aren't we? That's what we're... that's what we're really waiting for. Waiting for these guys, so the likes of the Stumpies, Freddos. So why... He's possibly got a gap. He's away. Let's see where KV is. I'll tell you what, Cookie's now got a free hand of whatever he wants to do. And, ooh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very close. Oh, not as close as I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tichy's in. And this should
That's
be
not a surprise considering his tyres. It should be mediums to the end of theirs. For the Alpha. So we've got a bit of a divide with the strategy now.
Well, Steve could probably go to the end on his tyres, and that's possibly
17 laps. I was going to do 16, 17. So.
Which means that would put him, realistically, that's going to put him a third on the podium. Yeah. And Raycon is in.
Oh, and someone was going over some curbs badly. I think it was Rosa.
Yellow flag sector 3. Oh, Timo spun it round the last corner. And he's waiting for Cookie to go past.
Good racecraft from Tim. Now, yeah. I have briefed Tim on the rules, so...
Good. So the closest battle on track is Cygate on Tichy, but Tichy should be okay. As he's on the fresher tyres. Shouldn't take that long to get up to speed either. It's a bit warm out there. Were you lot not looking forward to the heavy rain I set earlier? No?
No, well...
I thought just to spice it up, you know.
Yeah, you should have done custom weather, mate. I don't think anyone else would have noticed.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. They didn't notice anyway until you said.
No,
could have got away with it. So Stumpy and KV are in. I don't know why that took me so long to try and read that off the screen.
I didn't want full rain because it would have been boring.
So Ricky's up to 5th.
But he will have to pit again.
He'll have to pit. He will definitely have to pit.
Unless he's going for some mad strategy.
It's Ricky. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows at this point.
So Stumpy's out, down to 9th. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, and that will probably be Timo getting lapped.
Timo's in clear air all the way, so...
Someone's had a little bit of an off then. A little bit of a misdemeanour. But I've not seen. So, it's going to be the likes of Steve catching on Freddo, KV and Tichy on Ricky, and then Stumpy on Cygate is probably the guys we're going to be looking out for. Ooh, Cookie's picked up a time penalty. Now you don't see that too often.
No, you do not.
He's human! He's a human, I knew it!
He's a human, but I mean, it's not going to matter at the minute. Thomas on many penalties, I think there's 2 and many
warnings.
Yeah,
he's on 6 seconds at least. Let's quickly jump to KV because he is now closer to Ricky. Don't go past him there, because I've learnt from that mistake, because I did it.
Oh, Steve's gone! Steve!
Oh, Steve was going to be on
He's
for
claimed
third.
another victim!
Why is that corner claiming so many victims? I don't understand.
Stephen!
Okay, he's gone down the inside of Ricky. Ricky's going slow. That's because Ricky's going to go in the pits. He's hopefully banking on a VSC, possibly. I don't know. And Timo's retired as well. Where's that? That could be in the same place.
I don't know who's going to come. Who's going to have been coming up to lap him? It's Remconning, and I'm assuming the green flag means that it's cleared up. Timo's not there.
Yeah, he's not there. Let's quickly go back to the KU versus Tichy battle. Also, we're going to keep an eye on Rosa on Kostersvag. Thomas with another lot of penalties. Thank goodness he's probably got the 20-second advantage. Tichy goes for an ambitious move, to say the least.
And it'll be nice to see how these lads line up in their new tier come the end of the season.
Yes, we're having a little bit of a reshuffle here at Contest of Speed. We're going to do something, probably do something a little bit different rather than the usual race calendar, which is good, keeps it fresh, keeps it exciting. Hopefully exciting for you guys, exciting for us drivers. As Rosa goes past the outside of Kostersvag, and that is down at turn 11, using the DRS to full effect. So yeah, we haven't decided what we're exactly doing yet, but what would you say, plans in operation?
Yeah, plans are in operation for new season, which is good. It's 3 months, 2-3 months away.
Yeah. Obviously, some of the ideas, obviously having our S tier, so no assist tier, which would be the first time it's been done. We're thinking of classic cars, F2 cars, all sorts. So, plenty of ideas being thrown around. If anyone
stay tuned during the mid-season. So.
Any guys in the community that want to suggest some ideas? I'm sure there's some way of contacting people on the Contest of Speed website.
If you would like to join the Discord, then
yes, you can.
If you give me a moment, I'll post a link and we can.
See, who needs Danny? We can still do plugs here.
We still do. We do plugs better than the rest of them.
Yep.
There's Rosa going for a move on Connell now.
Yeah, I'm still keeping.
And he's going round the outside.
Connell parks it. Oh, that doesn't give him the room. Oh, that.
I have to. As his teammate, I'll say Connell's done nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. You obviously have to give the other driver the room, and he lets Rosa past there.
Rosa goes past there, yeah. It's one of those, because of the angle which we're looking at it from, it looks a lot worse than it probably was. But Connor's realised that.
The helicopter cam, you gotta love it.
Yep. I didn't even get that. I got the nose cone. Oh, I've got the helicopter cone back. It's great. So Tichy lost some time to KV. I think he had a moment through sector 3. And yes, I have not realised that. Cookie's come in and thought, you know what, I'm going to go on the softs. It's fine.
Now that should be Cookie getting away with this. Because we saw Tichy do it.
Yep, falls a Fredo on Kostersvag. That looks like that was through turn 3 by the looks of things. They've got Conal in front of them. This is the battle for P8, so vital championship points on the line. And Stumpy goes past side gate. We're just going to jump over quick. That's down the straight. We'll jump back to what was the 3-person battle for P8.
And I will try.
Fredo should have this easy. Yep.
To find out.
Oh, Connell hits him in the back for good measure. Little love tap. Yes. So Fredo got past their 2 compounds, softer tyres and on fresh ones as well. So Cookie has, there's no other way to say it, cleared off. He's got less penalties than Thomas. So I'm going to say it, Cookies to lose. I'm not being horrible.
It is Cookies to lose, yeah.
I'm not being horrible, but I'm just fed up of seeing the McLaren on the top step recently.
And we're going to have to interview him as well.
Oh, do we have to? Do we have to really?
No.
No, I don't think so. Right, let's go back to Fredo because he's rapidly gaining. Now he's deposited Conal onto the back of Rosa, who is driving for damage limitation really after his earlier instances. We didn't have a clear view, so we don't know if it was his fault or whoever else's fault it was. Another damaging week in terms of the Drivers' Championship for Rosa. Oh, Rem Cumming has retired. Let's see where that is. That looks like it's in the pits. It is definitely in the pits. And Cookie is going to go for fastest lap to try and complete a grand slam.
Rosa and Fredo. And there it is. Could it happen? Could it? Could we?
Someone go in the pits and pit for soft tyres, please. I love you.
If anyone's listening to this,
yeah,
please don't let him get it.
Yeah, we will then have to put up with it, and it will be, another way of saying this, unbearable. Thank you for the 26 people that are currently viewing the stream. I know some of those will be the drivers, but they always like listening anyway. 226 comments, 27 comments. Don't start listing the comments in terms of numbers. You've done this before. I did it on a YouTube stream we've done before, and they kept on going 301, 302, and it got very irritating.
That could be Cookie's lead by the time we finish this race.
What, 302 seconds?
Yeah. Could be the gap from the 2 leaders back to KV at this rate. And KV's looking on for a surefire podium. In fact, ignore me, I'm talking
absolute nonsense.
Yeah, because Tichy is right behind him with DRS. Now, good friends these two. I wonder if they're going to give each other the respect.
Nah, let's see a full-blooded fight. Let's go for it.
Oh, Tichy lost it as I said that.
Yeah, I think he's lost it there before. It's not the first time. Tricky corner. You need to not use too much of the inside curve because it can throw you wide and you lose traction. But he's got away with it. This is our only battle on stream where someone is within DRS
range. Yeah.
Quiet for a tier 3 race. I never thought I'd say that.
Very quiet. And again, it is Abu Dhabi.
But that's the thing though, there's still 13 drivers. And you think, yeah. We've had 13 drivers start a tier 3 race and it's been very excited. Very excited? Very exciting. Please
You've been very excited.
Yeah, I have. I've been able to let it all go at once. Without Danny doing the whole "Whoa, blimey," etc., etc. It's right, Danny. We love you, really. It's not the same without you.
It is not.
No.
That is a fact of life.
It is. Fredo. It's just a matter of time. Well, I say it's a matter of time before he gets past Saigate. He's going to have to do it fairly soon. But I will switch to Stumpy and Tichy because Tichy has got a little bit closer. Better exit this time round. Well done, Tichy. KV and Tichy even. I'm tired. I've had 3 hours of coaching as well. Allow me.
We understand your strife.
The hardships.
Yep.
And Fredo gets past Saigate. Well, I say gets past Saigate. Left it very late. There it is. Oh, I've seen a battle develop down into the lower realms of the race.
I see Sygate on Fredo and Ricky on Kelstersville.
Yeah, I do. I've just seen that. Ricky on 5-lap old medium, so those hard tyres on that Renault are going to be hurting, and that's why on run right Ricky takes advantage through turn 14, a very unusual place to overtake. Gets it done. He's been taking a very weird line into turn 16 though, bit defensive. But he's parking that racing point beautifully throughout each corners. Oh, and the Renault runs wide.
Got an early driver of the day vote in the chat from Chris.
Yep.
And I think we all agree with you, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I was going to pain us to say it. It has been another cookie masterclass.
Take my money, Matty. Take it all.
Blades, you generous man. Cheered 50 bits.
Twice.
Twice. It's only just come up once. But yes,
I
twice.
don't like doing
thank you very,
bits.
thank you very much, Blades, for your generosity.
You're welcome.
Where would we be without you?
You deserve it after taking over at short notice.
Well, all man's to the
thank
pump.
you, Thomas. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
I didn't say Boise done.
He's coming to the pits for soft.
Yes! Come on! Whoa! Sorry. I'm not showing any bias here whatsoever. I mean, Cookie, I'm so sorry.
Really. We love Cookie.
No. Cookie's just in another league at the moment.
Bloody hope he's not.
Cool. Yeah, this backstabbing snake. I knew it.
I knew he'd get poached at some point.
Oh, God. Yeah, Cookie's probably going to be racing, what, tier 2 next year? Tier 1? Tier 2?
It depends.
It depends how it goes. He's definitely going up, let's put it that way.
Yeah. The Cookie's going up, don't you know, pumping it.
Don't you? No, because we're going to get copyrighted.
Yep.
Oh, Rosa. That's why, because Sygate's been on mediums for 15 laps. I'm not surprised he is struggling out there. So Rosa's going to reclaim the 7th place he lost earlier to Sygate. Now the
tyres are going to be screaming at Sygate now.
Yeah, the tyre performance is completely switched again. Oh, I've just seen it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a clear shootout for fastest lap between the top 2 drivers. Cookie's having none of it. Ricky's got past Connell. Sygate is holding out to Rosa. Rosa gets a better traction. It was a switchback. We saw it just before we switched over to Ricky and Connell. Cheeky switchback, used a better drive, better grip with those tyres left, and
the shootout begins.
Here we go. So the shootout is still on. It's still between Cavey and Titchy. Titchy's just about hanging on. Here we go then, shall we?
We shall.
We shall on Thomas's lap. Let's go. Let's see it. We'll give these guys a little bit of viewing unless we see anything else happen.
He's 4 tenths up on his current fastest lap through sector 1, which is a 1:38.2. So he's already got that down.
So fastest lap
to a 1:37.
Sorry, let's do it. Fastest lap at the moment. I'm trying to find it. It's not that one.
It's a 1:36.3.
Let's try that one. 1:36.3 from Eat the Cookie.
I've just changed the gap. It's much easier.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through every menu, not gonna lie. Ooh, there's an interesting battle for ninth. Ricky's holding up Connell and the Renault of Kelstersvag. I'm probably saying this wrong.
Come on, Kelstersvag.
That's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on, but we're watching Thomas as he goes through sector 2 into the last very tricky sector 3. Traction zones are important through 16, 17, now flicks it into 18. Watch the outside of 19. We've seen many a victim this evening. Oh, gets very close. into 20, last corner 21, flicks it in. It's going to have to be a good one, and it is a one. Oh, it's slow. It's slow.
It is very slow. Now we switch over to Cookie, who's going to go for his flying lap. He's marginally down through sector 1.
Useless! We'll check the penalty situation in a minute. Yeah.
I'll check it now, in fact. Down at the bottom.
I'm on board with Cookie, so we got this covered.
2 penalties for Kelsisberg. Many seconds for Connell.
Oh, Titchy's out! No!
What claimed him? I wonder. Turn 4 claimed him.
Turn 4 claimed him.
There he is, the stricken Alfa Romeo. And he will be absolutely fuming.
I will not want to know the expletives that are coming from his microphone.
He will be absolutely fuming.
Here we go. He's still pushing. He's also enriched his marginal fuel. Everyone gets promoted up a place. There's some people on some ridiculously old amount of tyres. They're going to have to be careful because it's going to be puncture territory.
Connell definitely in puncture territory now.
I would say Sygate is. Look at what he's done in the mediums. Cookie goes across the line, 36-1 to assert his dominance. And that will pretty much be the Grand Slam. Unless Thomas is going to go again. He's going to try on the last lap. But we will jump across to the battle.
He's taking his time. He took his time round that last corner to get the best exit he could.
Doing everything he can. I'll tell you what, there's a battle going on for 9th and 10th. They're not careful, these two. Raycon's going to be on the back of them in a minute for their last lap. These guys on the penultimate lap. Just a little bit. Oh, and Connell's hit the back of the Renault, and that's damage, and Raycon is probably going to take advantage. Connell's got to be careful how wide he's going to go with that damaged front wing. The right hand side on the Haas is gone, and there goes potentially another point scoring week for Connell.
And for Haas.
Yeah, and for Haas.
And for Tier 3 Haas at least.
Yeah, Dave, I was expecting better as well. Bit of a bottle job, to be fair. Cookie wasn't quick enough.
Thomas is 4/10 down, so it looks like we're going to have to deal with it.
Great.
You might want to switch to him now.
Oh, I suppose I have to. As Cookie rounds the final corner at Abu Dhabi and takes not just a win, but for the moment a Grand Slam as well. He's been waiting for that to happen for a long time. Well done, that man.
Well done, that man, indeed. As Raidcom finally gets past Connell.
Yep. Thomas is going to come across the line and finish P2. I think Cavey's got enough time over Stumpy. These guys are completely miles apart. It's probably the most spread out grid we've had so far this season. Cavey comes across the line and takes a podium. And
Great result for the Ferrari, man.
Yeah, Raycon and Connell seem to be going side by side. Oh, Connell's got back past. Absolute scenes.
I've got a funny feeling he might lose out to Raid on penalties either way.
Stumpy crosses the line. Fredo also crosses the line in 5th. Rosa, that is damage limitation and goes up a place on penalty, so not horrendous.
Connell put it in the wall!
Oh, on the last lap he's lost a point, no! Which just leaves the Renault of Kelselsvarg to come over the line in 9th and Raycon in 10th, I believe, and that is it. That was your Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Driver of the day votes in the chat, but I think we know who's going to get it.
Well, I've got my own vote.
Oh, okay.
So, I believe this should go to KV.
So that is 3 wins in a row for the Cookie.
And he's back in the title hunt.
And goes back above, I think, Thomas as well.
He does. He takes the lead of the championship by 2 points,
2 points,
I believe.
yeah.
Possibly 3.
I think it is 2 points because of that fastest lap. And KV gets another podium, so that's his 3rd of the season as well. For KV. And Thomas, a return to form. Continues that podium streak for 3 races. So we have Eat the Cookie, then Thomas, KV, Stumpy, Rosa, Sygate, Fredo, Ricky, Kelsazvar, Raidcon, and Conal, who DNF'd on the last lap. Dan Hilton finished. Well done, that man. Then we have Titchy, who was claimed very late on as well. Remcoin, Steve, Timo, Justin, Millsy, yeah, Bates, we won't talk about it, and Muzza.
I'll explain to you after the race.
It's okay. We'll talk about it. We'll have a heart-to-heart. I believe well done Sygate for no penalties, and Dan Hilton no penalties, I think, as well. If I saw that correctly.
And I'm not gonna lie, Sygate having no penalties comes as a surprise to me. Yeah.
So we shall invite the lovely people to. Yes, if that's okay.
You might want to put the McLaren up on the screen, maybe?
Well, do I have to?
I mean, no, but it'd be nice.
Okay, I'll go and find the McLaren, shall I?
If we got KV, Cookie, and I don't think Thomas does interviews unless he wins, so I'll invite him anyway.
Let's find the McLaren, there it is. I think Thomas has gone off, so we'll just listen. Well, we'll listen to KV, and then I suppose we have to talk to Cookie, or try to.
Yeah. And I'll let you do these because I'm not so confident.
It won't be high class, but here we go.
Well.
Just gonna have a quick scroll.
Here?
Potentially, who knows?
Well, what do you mean potentially?
Don't know.
It is.
So what?
It is. I led every lap.
Okay, cool.
Literally every lap.
Alright. Nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. 4th time's the charm.
You took your time about it though.
What do you mean?
I don't know, Varamir also says he expected a faster lap from you as well. Disappointing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it wasn't a great lap, but it happened.
Is KV here? There he is, in fact. He's just joined us. So I'll do the usual, make sure your audio is set to be shared, but it probably is already. The usual, I'm going to start off with KV if he's here first, and then we'll come to Cookie afterwards because it don't really matter about him. KV, well done. Interesting race, to put it lightly, but you've come back through the grid quite well. You made up, what was it, 7 positions, I believe, from where you started from. Yeah. So a solid drive.
Yeah, man. Well, it was qualifying was terrible. I had a couple of invalidations, and I was P10. I was like, I thought it was going to be a long, hard race, but managed to just avoid all incidents that happened during the race. There's incidents happened left, right, and centre. But yeah, it was after the second stop, Tichy was up my gearbox for about 7 or 8 laps, and I was, succumbing to the pressure. I was thinking, we both had the same penalties as well, so I thought, it's going to be a shootout between us. Obviously, unfortunately, crashed out. But yeah, it was solid race. Solid race. Incident filled, which I think is always good. You love to see, as he says. A good race overall. I'm happy.
I was going to say looks like you were under pressure between the team Stumpy sandwich at one point.
Yes,
I thought
man.
Stumpy was going to back you into Tichy there, and it'd been a bit of carnage, you know.
And I also had a bit of. We had Ricky as well. God bless him. What a race he had as well. So congrats to him. He kind of in our way as well. So it was just a bit hectic during that period. The last few races have been really poor for me. I've not been happy. So I thought today was, wanted to try and just get as many points as I can. That's it really.
It's alright, not bad. Another podium though. That's your third of the season, so
Yeah,
nothing to be ashamed about by all means. So I suppose, well, congratulations on your podium. I suppose we've got to come to this individual that kind of won the race and got fastest lap and maybe the Grand Slam. Cookie, another, well, what seemed to be a walk in the park. Was it like that though?
Well, I'd call it a drive on the racing track, but yeah, it was a good race.
I mean, you must have been delighted with what was going on behind you at the start.
I didn't even know what was going on behind me, to be honest.
Didn't even realise.
Looked behind me and I was about second and a half clear going into the fourth turn. So
well, they kind of helped you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
a little bit of carnage, which meant you could gallop away into the sunset. Yeah,
it was good.
So finally done it then, the Grand Slam.
Finally,
is it better than any other win, or is it just overrated?
It's a bit overrated, to be honest.
All right, fair enough.
I saw Thomas come into the pits at the end to put the softs on to try and get fastest lap on me, so
I could imagine you
do the same.
I can imagine you like, no, this cannot happen.
I noticed he tried to beat my lap on the last lap as well, so
yeah,
a lot of cheering went on as soon as he crossed the line, and I still had fastest lap.
Well, yeah, I think you had 2 attempts, and both attempts were still about 4 attempts off you, so you can hold on to that one.
I will.
With that win, that also means you go top of the Drivers' Championship for the first time in a long time, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while.
By 2 points though. Obviously, Roz's incident races kind of helped as well. But
it has. Unfortunate for him. I don't really know what happened to him,
but in terms of consistency, 4 podiums in the last 4 races, which include 3 wins on the bounce. You must be pretty confident with 8 races to go.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Mexico next. Don't know what my pace is like around there. I've not done a league race ever around Mexico, so.
Oh, it should be fun then. Place your bets, people. On the dump.
On the dump.
On the dump.
I also didn't let any Americans in Red Bulls get in the way of my win this season.
Fair enough.
Which happened last season with a certain Perry.
Who's now in Tier 2, obviously.
Okay.
So, thank you two for joining me. Congratulations, KV, on your podium. Well done, Cookie, I suppose, on your Grand Slam.
Well, as you do. What else can I do? Who got driver of the day?
Who got driver of the day? Well, funny enough, right? Maybe the person that led every lap and got fastest lap and won the race.
Didn't have KV led every lap.
Yeah, neither did I.
This is what I have to do then. Every race to get driver of the day.
You kind of have to, mate.
Yeah.
Unless you start from the back of the grid and then decide to drive yourself all the way through. That would be more entertaining, I suppose.
Austria. Going from 8th to 3rd.
I think we just need to put Cookie in Tier 1 and just make him.
Can we just stick it? I think we need to put him in.
Make him humble.
I think there's a space in Tier 2 tomorrow. I think he needs to see how he does there first before we talk about Tier 1.
No, I don't want to ruin anyone's race. I don't
right, okay.
This season. So unfortunately, I don't want to like win and then like Baromir, who came second, and Jacob came third. It'd be like Baromir loses the championship by like 2 points. It's like, God, if Cookie wasn't there, then
Blimey.
Yeah, but
yeah. So thanks, boys, for coming. Thanks for joining us. Blades, thanks for stepping in as well. during the race. Obviously, it's not how you want it to end, but thanks for helping me out. Much appreciated.
Not at all.
So that was Contest of Speed Tier 3. Tomorrow is Tier 2, hopefully starting at 10 o'clock after tonight's incidences and technical difficulties, etc, etc, where you can see myself and hopefully Danny will be racing tomorrow, fingers crossed, so it should be a bit of carnage. Tier 1 is now at a time of 8 o'clock on Wednesday, so still the same day, but we've just moved it slightly earlier to accommodate for the guys that perhaps couldn't race because of the late start time, because obviously it's now 20 to 12, people have lives to live. And if you can't wait till then, obviously Tier 2 tomorrow. The Americas tier is now Thursday. That's at 2 AM GMT, which I believe is 9 PM PST.
Yes, it is.
Oh, boom! There you go.
No,
It's like I know
Eastern
it.
Standard Time.
Just say
nearly.
Eastern.
Whatever.
One.
9 PM Eastern, and that will be commentary is with Blades. Does that be you this week? Are you doing this week?
No, mate.
Oh
I'm
no!
not college, so I think it's
Disappointing.
Cookie.
Ah, we get to hear Cookie's lovely voice. Who's
Yes,
on
we
commentary?
do.
But I presume you two will be on commentary maybe tomorrow. You
Yeah,
get to
I
hear,
think
you get
so.
to hear these lovely people again this week. That's what I'm just saying. Obviously, with season 5 coming up, we're looking for new drivers. We're looking for drivers to compete in our S tier, which is going to be our new tier, with no assists. We're also looking for drivers in tiers 1, 2, and 3, as well as the Americas. We're also looking to expand our horizons to Australia, South Africa, and other parts of the world. If you want to be part of the team, either commentary or anything technological, nearly got it. Nearly got it.
No.
Then
No.
you can join via the Contest of Speed website, which is www.contestofspeed.com. There's also a Discord link which Blades kindly put in the commentary chat of this stream that you can go and join. So that's it really. Thanks very much for listening and goodbye. Hang on.